Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. Today we're going to be taking an in-depth look at the 2024 Mercedes-Benz E450. As with all of my reviews, I'm going to cover all of the ins and outs and take this thing on a thorough drive. There's a whole lot of stuff to cover, so without further ado, let's go ahead and start her up and let her run. The E-Class is all new for 2024, marking the 11th generation of Mercedes' iconic executive sedan. At launch, it's offered in two models, both of which feature mild hybrid turbocharged engines and more luxury and tech than ever before. The 4-cylinder E350 starts at $62,300, and the 6-cylinder E450 starts at $68,100. 4MATIC all-wheel drive is standard on both models. Its primary competitors include the BMW 5 Series and the Audi A6, but with similar prices in mind, you can also extend comparisons to the Genesis G80 and Volvo S90. The E-Class is offered with a myriad of options in various packages, making it the most customizable E-Class ever. Loaded to the gills, it offers nearly as much sustenance as an S-Class. This example, which is very well equipped but not fully loaded, has a total MSRP including destination of $87,920. Some of the big ticket options shown here include the Pinnacle trim, Airmatic package, leather package, driver assistance package, Mercedes-Benz user experience super screen package, digital light package, and upgraded wheels. There's plenty of other stuff too, which I'll cover throughout this video. The new E-Class has the proper proportions of a classy 3-box sedan design. The short front overhang and long hood are followed by a greenhouse that's well set back. The passenger area is generously dimensioned, partly owing to a 0.4-inch longer wheelbase, now measuring 116.6 inches. The cab backward design is rounded off by a well-proportioned rear overhang. Among other things, the E-Class derives its status from the so-called prestige dimension, which takes into account the distance from the front axle to the windscreen. That being said, sportiness was not sacrificed. AMG-inspired body styling is standard. Aggressive sculpting of the front apron, twin hood power domes, flared side sills, and a diffuser-style rear valance emphasize athletic performance. Up front, a high-gloss black panel connects the three-dimensionally designed radiator grille with the headlamps. The insert is visually reminiscent of the Mercedes EQ models. A chrome radiator grille surround, backlit by optical fibers, is optional. High-performance LED headlamps are standard. Optional digital light headlamps advances lighting technology with even higher resolution and a greater scope of adaptive functions. In addition to ultra-wide high beams and adaptive high beam assist, the headlamps can also adapt more precisely for curving roadways and certain weather conditions. When the low beam headlamps are on, integrated cornering lamps help brighten turning maneuvers based on driving speed, turn signal application, and steering angle. All headlamp variants offer a distinctive day and night design. The two separate character lines running down the sides of the car emphasize the car's sporty character. This shows off the elaborately designed surfaces to their best advantage. In line with the design philosophy of sensual purity, the design team modeled a 3D sculpture that offered a special play of light as you look at the car from different angles. The new E-Class has a wide track stance and offers flush-fitted wheels measuring up to 21 inches in diameter. Flush-fitting door handles, first introduced on the current generation S-Class, are now standard. They extend electrically when you approach the car or stroke the outer surface of the door handle. Highlights at the rear of the car include the two-section LED lights with a new contour and unique design. The star motif in both light units provide a special day and night effect. The two rear lights are connected in the middle. This emphasizes the width of the rear end, as does the V-shaped design of the trunk lid and the chrome trim bar on its rear edge. There are 11 exterior color options to choose from, including a variety of metallic hues and a few premium manufacturer options. This example is finished in Verde Silver Metallic, which is a no-cost option. The 2024 E-Class is offered with 9 wheel options to choose from that range in size from 18 to 21 inches in diameter. This example features 20-inch AMG multi-spoke wheels that feature a machine finish and gray accents. They're a $1,950 option. The wheels are asymmetric, meaning the rear wheels are wider than the front for more dynamic handling and better rearward grip. They're repped in 245/40 and 275/35 Pirelli P0 tires respectively. The E-Class is fitted with 4-wheel internally ventilated disc brakes as standard. The discs span 14.2 inches in the front and 12.6 inches in the rear. The front discs are cross-drilled as well for better cooling. They're clamped by large 4-piston silver-painted calipers that feature the Mercedes-Benz script. The rear discs are paired with single-piston calipers. With this setup, the new E450 is able to stop from 60 miles an hour in about 110 feet, which is an improvement over its predecessor. Pedal feel is of course excellent, and the brakes offer near telepathic response. Standard torque vectoring brake technology provides additional control and precision in turns via targeted rear wheel braking. If the electronic stability program detects understeer while cornering, the system applies the brake to the inside rear wheel, temporarily shifting torque distribution in favor of the outside wheel. This can help the vehicle to gently pivot in compensation, putting it on a line of travel or vector better suited to the turn. The E-Class is underpinned by a 4-wheel independent suspension, featuring a 4-link front axle and a further evolution of the previous 5-arm multi-link rear design. Both employ numerous lightweight, highly rigid forged aluminum components. Engineered specifically for performance driving, Agility Control Selective Damping automatically adjusts the individual shock absorbers based on the road surface and your current driving style. Valving inside each shock absorber automatically firms up during stronger body motions for sharper handling, feedback, and stability, and reduces the damping rate during gentler motions for a smoother, more composed ride. For a balanced, comfortable ride, the optional 4MATIC suspension employs electronically controlled air springs to deliver a balance of refined ride comfort and crisp handling. Automatic 4-wheel level control helps compensate for additional cargo or passengers and can lower at higher speeds to help improve aerodynamics, stability, and fuel economy. Of course, also lowering the car's center of gravity. With 4MATIC, you also receive an adaptive damping system, which continually optimizes ride and handling by automatically selecting one of 4 damping profiles for each spring strut every time a wheel changes its direction of up-down travel. Via the drive modes of Dynamic Select, you can tailor the handling response and ride comfort to your driving style or the conditions. Advanced electromechanical rack and pinion power steering delivers quicker response in corners, easier maneuvering at low speeds, along with precise on-center feel and straight line stability. Another benefit with the 4MATIC package is the addition of rear axle steering for enhanced agility and maneuverability. Up to 37 miles per hour, the rear wheels can steer up to 4.5 degrees opposite the fronts, reducing the turning circle by nearly 3 feet. Helpful in tight turns, city driving, or when parking. At higher speeds, the rear wheels can steer up to 2.5 degrees in phase with the fronts to help boost stability, rear wheel grip, steering response in high-speed corners, and control in evasive moves. With rear axle steering, the turning circle measures 36.5 feet instead of 39.4 feet. Rear axle steering also allows for a more direct steering ratio at the front axle. It takes fewer turns of the steering wheel to go from lock to lock, 2.2 turns instead of 2.4 turns. The 12.3-inch high-resolution digital instrument cluster offers customizable instrumentation. Selectable designs offer analog-style gauges as well as digital and graphical readouts. The display can also incorporate a multifunction screen with illustrated and animated menus, plus readouts for vehicle information, feature settings, and driver assistance systems. Innovative touch controls on the upper spokes of the steering wheel offer a high level of user-friendliness. Finger-sensitive buttons access features like audio, Bluetooth, and cruise control. 4 smartphone-like pads offer direct control of countless cockpit features. The upper touchpads operate the menu screen in the gauge cluster or the central multimedia display. Larger, lower touchpads lets you vary your cruising speed or adjust the audio volume, all with your hands on the wheel. The instrument cluster can also be had with a new 3D enhancement, which can display numerous functions with 3-dimensional and shading effects. I'm not sure how well it'll come across the camera, but it's a really cool setup that gives the display noticeable depth, almost as if you had legitimate gauges and dials. Driver assistance displays and navigation guidance and key vehicle information are presented in more lifelike, easily comprehensible readouts. Eye tracking technology helps maintain seamless appearance as your head moves, and the 3D system can even enhance the benefits of attention assist. You can toggle between 2D and 3D via the central screen. With the available head-up display, you get a 9-inch wide virtual image that appears to float about 15 feet in front of the windshield. It can show you the next navigation instruction, driving speed, cruise control settings, and more. You can also change the layout and how much information you want it to display, or you can turn it off completely. Its height adjustment is stored in the seat memory, while the display adapts automatically to ambient light. The E450 is powered by a turbocharged 3-liter inline 6-cylinder engine that benefits from mild hybrid technology. Electrifying the engine is an innovative Integrated Starter Generator, or ISG for short. It teams with a 48-volt lithium-ion battery to supply power to some formerly belt-driven components, such as the water pump and AC compressor. In other words, this is a fully beltless engine. This helps reduce weight and improve underhood packaging. In addition, the electric assist can generate additional gas-free power and torque, up to 23 horsepower and 151 pound-feet of torque for quicker response. It can also enable gas-free coasting and help recapture energy during deceleration. By itself, the engine develops 375 horsepower between 5,800 and 6,100 RPM, and 369 pound-feet of torque between 1,800 and 5,000 RPM. It can accelerate to 60 miles an hour in about 4.4 seconds and reach a limited top speed of 130 miles per hour. This is an excellent example of well-engineered electrification. The engine responds quickly and always has plenty of power on tap. It's also impressively quiet, even when pushed hard. At idle, you can barely tell it's even running. Advanced design features of this engine include Camtronic variable valve lift, friction-reducing nanoslide cylinder walls, and high-pressure direct fuel injection with multi-spark ignition. The standard 9G-tronic automatic transmission features a wide range of ratios and shorter steps between the gears for quick and smooth shifts. Its lightweight and versatile design enhances performance, quiet riding comfort, and of course, efficiency. There's several improvements for 2024. The electric motor, power electronics, and transmission cooler have now been incorporated with or moved to the transmission. This allows for eliminating previously required lines to benefit packaging and weight. A new generation transmission control module offers enhanced computing power and a significant reduction in the number of electronic interfaces for a simpler, more efficient design. In fact, the weight of the transmission controls themselves have been cut by 30% compared to the previous setup. The electronic selector on the right side of the steering column operates the transmission. You pull it down for drive, push it up for reverse, and move it halfway to select neutral. To place the car in park, simply hit the button on the end of the selector. Standard shift paddles on the steering wheel give you the option of shifting the transmission manually. You can also vary the transmission's shifting behavior via the dynamic select system. The different modes of dynamic select can be selected by a switch in the center console. There are 3 primary modes, including Eco, Comfort, and Sport, which can alter throttle response, shift points, steering effort, and the start-stop system. A separate individual mode allows you to create a mode of your own, even letting you set the transmission for purely manual shifting. 4MATIC all-wheel drive is standard for added confidence and control, regardless of the weather. Always engaged in optimizing torque for every wheel, 4MATIC integrates with the car's electronic stability control system for maximum effectiveness in corners and slippery conditions. Also included with 4MATIC is a 4-wheel electronic traction system that monitors for the first sign of wheel slip and responds to ensure torque is sent to the wheels with the best grip, even if it's only one wheel. When it comes to fuel economy, the E450 is rated between 21 miles per gallon in the city and 31 miles per gallon on the highway. During my week of driving, I averaged around 25 miles per gallon. Premium fuel is recommended. The total tank capacity is 17.4 gallons. It's also worth noting that, with the mild hybrid system and ISG, the engine starts very quick with a high degree of smoothness. A big plus with this is the start-stop function, as it's pretty much as imperceptible as the transition from gliding when the engine is switched off to strong acceleration under engine power. When idling, the interaction between the ISG and the engine ensures outstanding smooth running. It's really quite impressive. The new seamless door handles retract flush with the bodywork and can extend to greet your hand as you approach. The handles can also automatically deploy in certain situations, such as after an accident. You can lock and unlock the doors with a touch of the exterior handles via the keyless go system. Soft closing doors are optional. With the Pinnacle trim, the windshield and side windows incorporate a special acoustic film to make riding even more serene. The new E-Class offers a whole new digital experience with an interior design that incorporates more tech than ever before. The quality, fit, and finish is top-notch, as expected with anything wearing the three-pointed star. The interior is offered with 9 different upholstery options, including MB Tex, leather, and super soft Napa leather. This example features Niva gray and black Napa leather. The easiest way to tell if a car has Napa leather is by the unique diamond quilting. When upgrading to leather, regardless of the type, you also get ventilated front seats and upgraded MB Tex upper dash trim with intricate stitching. Further personalization can be had with 6 trim options. This example features black piano lacquer trim with the center console in natural grain black ash wood. A black microfiber headliner is optional. The front seats offer a lot of power adjustments, including headrest, thigh support, 4-way lumbar, and memory presets. As you might expect, the seats are quite comfortable and hug you in all the right places. The new E-Class also provides a tad more front seat headroom than its predecessor. If you wanted more comfort than what the standard seating adjustments can provide, you can opt for the multi-contour seating package, which, amongst other things, adds active multi-contour front seats with massage. If equipped, you get 6 massage programs that work to soothe and rejuvenate your back and shoulders, including a spa-like hot stone massage, plus an active workout program to help strengthen your back and leg muscles. The multi-contour seats also include luxury head restraints. Pneumatically adjustable lumbar, side, and shoulder supports offer custom-tailored comfort, while the active side bolsters automatically increase lateral support in cornering maneuvers, or even in the event of a potential accident. Additional benefits of the multi-contour seats include a rapid heating feature, which upgrades the standard front seat heating with near-instant warm-up to quickly replace the chill of a cold day, along with heated front door armrests and front center armrest. With the winter package, you get a heated steering wheel and heated windshield washers. The available air balance system teams activated charcoal filtration with an ionizer that uses an electrical charge to create the same fresh air sensation you'd experience after a summer storm. Airborne impurities and odors are virtually eliminated from the cabin to provide air quality that's more enjoyable and healthier, especially for those with asthma or allergies. A fragrance atomizer is part of the air balance system and offers an extra dimension of cabin ambiance. Featuring an elegant LED backlit vial in the glove box and its own ductwork, your aroma of choice is gently atomized into the cabin at periodic intervals. The scents are formulated to not linger on cabin surfaces or clothing. If you don't opt for the multi-contour seats, you still have standard energizing seat kinetics, which can minutely adjust the seat cushion and backrest as well as the lumbar support on an ongoing basis while you drive. The adjustments are virtually imperceptible, working to help reduce driving fatigue based on a patented algorithm. Upgraded Energizing Comfort Plus coordinates climate control, ambient lighting, sound, cabin fragrance, plus front seat massage, heating, and ventilation. With the optional Energizing Air Control System, you get a 2-stage filtration system that helps further cleanse cabin air. A fine particle pre-filter teams with a combination particulate and activated charcoal filter in the cabin to help screen out even the smallest particles, such as allergens, soot, and pollen, and some pollutants in gaseous form. It can even activate air recirculation automatically if needed. The measured air quality can be visualized in the climate menu. Music, games, and streaming content can be experienced with almost all the senses in the E-Class. A variety of 10-minute programs accompany benefits to your feeling of well-being, from relaxation to invigoration, with harmonious cabin lighting and sound. The integrated, energizing nature sound experiences include forest glade, sounds of the sea, and summer rain. The ambient lighting system includes a network of LEDs that create not just a soothing ambiance in the cabin, but one you can alter to suit your mood or even create one. Along with 64 individually selectable colors, variable brightness, and 3 lighting zones, there's 10 color moods that combine or sequence colors for a more dramatic display. With standard sound visualization, music and sound can not only be heard but also seen. Fast sequences of beats can cause rapid light changes on the upper wraparound lighting strip, while flowing rhythms can create softly merging lighting moods. Thanks to digital innovations in the interior, the E-Class is now more intelligent, achieving a new dimension of personalization and interaction. At the same time, the electronic architecture is more software-driven and less hardware-driven. The Mercedes-Benz user experience integrates digital displays, a large 14.4-inch touchscreen, touch-sensitive controls, and an intuitive, intelligent voice control system that can respond to your natural voice, learn your habits, and grow smarter over time. In the E-Class, third-generation technology features a faster and more powerful single processor, simplified icons, more smartphone-like tiles, and a range of new capabilities. It also offers greater personalization, with multiple user profiles that can be all set up in the car or from your phone. New routines can help automate tasks and vehicle settings you regularly use at given times or locations, and can be created by the user from a selection of templates or, in the future, using suggestions from the system's ever-evolving artificial intelligence. The central touchscreen offers more easily visible readouts, navigation maps, and illustrated and animated menus. An advanced menu concept lets you display multiple functions at once and keeps frequently used functions such as the climate control readily accessible. In addition, you can access the screen via the right touch control button on the steering wheel. More than 50 electronic features can be updated over the air via Mercedes-Me Connect, with no need for a dealer visit. These include the central multimedia system, displays, and the driver assistance systems. It's also one way the "Hey Mercedes" voice control can learn new phrases. Standard media features include wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, HD radio, Bluetooth audio streaming, online music and video streaming via services like Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, and Amazon Music, and SiriusXM satellite radio. In-car Wi-Fi is standard too. In the center console, there's an inductive charging tray that lets you charge your smartphone without having to plug it in using near-field communication technology. Fast-charging USB-C connectors can be found in the center console and armrest. There's also a 12-volt power outlet provided at the front of the console. With the advanced USB package, a total of 6 USB-C ports are provided, all with fast charging capability up to 100 watts. 2 ports at the front of the console and 2 more under the armrest are also suitable for data transfer within the vehicle. Standard augmented video for navigation uses a forward-facing camera to superimpose useful information such as street names, house numbers, and guiding arrows on the central screen for a real-time view of the approaching environment. Operating the navigation system is made easy by a choice of 4 input methods, including your natural voice, so finding a point of interest can be as easy as saying, "Hey Mercedes, I'm hungry." The Superscreen package unites the central touchscreen with a 12.3-inch front passenger's entertainment display, under a single span of high-strength, fingerprint and scratch-resistant aluminum silicate glass. Eye tracking and light sensing abilities enhance ease of viewing. The front passenger's display includes entertainment, comfort settings, and more. It can also operate the navigation system and many of the same features found within the central screen. The passenger screen is also designed to make moving video content not visible to the driver while the car is in motion. When there's no front passenger seated, the screen can be turned off completely or set to display a decorative blanket of animated stars. The Super Screen incorporates a built-in camera on top of the dash. When the vehicle is stationary, the driver can participate in online video conferences via third-party apps such as WebEx or Zoom. The driver can also take personal photos and videos. While all of the tech is cool, I personally find the Super Screen unnecessary. For me, it takes away from the natural beauty of the dashboard. If it was one big screen rather than two separate screens, I'd probably like it better. The standard central touchscreen is plenty big and easy enough to reach from the passenger's perspective. Without the Super Screen, the central screen is flanked by whatever trim finisher you choose for a more cohesive design. One of the features included in the Pinnacle trim is an incredible Burmester 4D surround sound system. It helps you experience surround sound in a whole new dimension. Analog digital amps deliver 750 total watts via 17 high-end speakers, including front seat integrated resonators, twin speakers in the driver's head restraint, ceiling-mounted 3D speakers, and front bass subwoofers integrated into the car's body structure. Exquisitely detailed metal speaker grills, Dolby Atmos technology, and sound personalization add to the multi-sensory experience. The safety concept of the new E-Class is based on a body with a particularly rigid passenger cell and specifically deformable crash structures. The restraint systems, such as the seatbelts and airbags, are specifically adapted to this. In the event of an accident, they can be activated in such a way that their protective effect for the occupants is adapted to the situation. Extensive and strategic use of aluminum, high-strength steel, and ultra-high-strength steel helps elevate overall rigidity along with its occupant protection and acoustic qualities, even while reducing weight and increasing cabin space. Hybrid aluminum-steel elements in the front and rear of the body, as well as die-cast aluminum, longitudinal, and cross-member elements further help to enhance static and dynamic rigidity. In addition to driver and front passenger airbags, a knee airbag on the driver's side is also standard. It can protect the legs from contact with the steering column or instrument panel in a severe frontal crash. The standard side window airbags can reduce the risk of head injuries. In the event of a serious side-on collision, the window airbag on the side of the impact extends from the A to the C pillar like a curtain over the front and rear side windows. If a rollover is detected, the window airbags can be activated on both sides. In addition to the head protection system, the side airbags also cover the thorax area in the event of a severe side impact, including the outer rear seats, the latter of which is an optional feature. Pyrotechnic belt tensioners and force limiters are standard on all outer seats. The driving assistance systems that are included as standard equipment range from attention assist, active brake assist, and active lane keeping assist to a parking package with reversing camera and speed limit assist. The status and activity of the driving assistance systems are shown in a full screen view in the assistance display within the digital instrument cluster. The Driving Assistance Plus package is offered as an optional extra. Features include Active Distance Assist Distronic, a version of adaptive cruise control with stop and go, as well as Steering Assist, Blind Spot Assist, Brake Assist with turning and cross traffic function, Emergency Stop Assist, Lane Change Assist, Lane Keeping Assist, Speed Limit Assist, Evasive Steering Assist, and much more. Mercedes has one of the most comprehensive safety packages on the market, and it would take forever to cover it all in a video, so for more info, including information on things like the Guard 360 security system, Pre-Safe Plus, and Pre-Safe Impulse side systems, check out the E-Class online configurator. Offering both front and rear seat passengers sweeping skyward views, the standard panorama roof features a front panel that can either tilt up for ventilation or slide over the rear panel for an open air feeling. An interior power shade lets you adjust the amount of sunlight entering the cabin. Rear passengers particularly benefit from the new longer wheelbase. Knee room and maximum leg room are increased by 0.4 and 0.6 inches respectively. The increase in elbow width in the rear seat is even greater. It's now 59.8 inches, close to what you would see in an S-Class. Having recently spent time with the new generation BMW 5 Series, I have to say that I prefer the back seat in this car. I think the seating position feels more natural. It's certainly more comfortable, especially in the lower back region. Being 5 foot 10 inches, I had some head and leg room left over. The large span of glass overhead makes the interior feel so much more roomy, complemented with this light interior. There's a fold-down armrest with a pop-out phone holder and 2 cup holders. The rear seat can accommodate 2 people comfortably, with the ability to sit a third person in the middle if they're able to fit. While not shown here, the E-Class is offered with a sun protection package that adds manual rear side window sunshades and a power rear window sunshade. Electrically heated outboard rear seats are optional too, offering soothing warmth with individualized comfort. If equipped, the 3 levels of warming automatically step down after several minutes, while the automatic shutoff means you don't have to worry if your passengers forget to turn them off. Other rear seat amenities include 3 adjustable headrests, adjustable air vents in the back of the center console, front seat back storage pockets, lower door pockets, child seat anchors for the outboard seats, overhead grab handles, coat hooks and reading lamps, plus additional hooks on the B-pillars. Standard hands-free access lets you power open or close the trunk with a gentle kick of your foot under the rear bumper. It's a convenience you'll really appreciate when you've got an armful of packages. You can also open the trunk via a switch on the driver's interior door panel or a button on the Smart Key remote. There's also a button on the deck lid underneath the chrome trim. When it's open, you can press a button on the underside of the trunk lid to power it closed. A sensor automatically stops the lid if it detects an obstruction while closing, and the opening height can be easily set to a lower limit for low garages. Inside, the E-Class offers a generous 19.1 cubic feet of cargo space, along with a couple of hooks on the side panels and D-rings on either side of the floor if you need to hang or tie stuff down. LED lighting makes it easy to see at night. Underneath the floor, there's even more space for stowing smaller items. The rear seat backs can fold down in a 40-20-40 split, offering a variety of cargo and passenger configurations. You can also fold the center section independently to fit longer items like skis between the 2 passengers. The release switches are in the trunk, so they're conveniently located where you'll need them, and can be kept out of reach simply by valet locking the trunk. The switches allow for one-touch lowering of the rear seat backs. Well everyone, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please don't forget to leave a like down below because it really helps the videos a lot. And if you haven't subscribed already, consider doing that too, and make sure you turn those notifications on. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.